to marry the woman and make her her mother. It turned out that Mafia Boss was tired of a life of violence and killing. He decided to wash his hands of the underworld and start a legitimate business. Then, he wanted to find a mother for his daughter to live a good life. That day, after a blind date, he took his daughter out for hot pot. Coincidentally, a family of 3 was also eating hot pot next door. The mother forced her daughter to marry a 50-year-old man for a $300,000 dowry. Eventually, the mother and daughter disagreed and began to fight. Mafia Boss's daughter saw the woman losing the fight. She quickly handed the woman a soy sauce bottle. Mafia Boss just shook his head in affection after watching. After all, these bad habits were learned from him. The little girl was actually trying to find a wife for her father. The woman had to be hot-tempered to control her father, Mafia Boss. Unbeknownst to her, the woman was her mother, whom she had never met. 8 years ago, the Mafia Boss was being chased by enemies. The woman kindly saved him. They then became intimate. 10 months later, the woman gave birth to a child. The foster mother was afraid that the woman would be unable to marry because of her out-of-wedlock pregnancy. She had her son secretly dispose of the child. When the woman came to check on the child, the foster mother secretly dropped a few drops of eye drops. Pretending to be heartbroken, she tricked her daughter into thinking her child had died. Little did she know, the woman had heard her voice as soon as the child was born. The foster mother's poor acting failed to deceive the woman. The woman had always been troubled by the matter of her child. So, whenever given the chance, she would always oppose the foster mother. Until today, when the foster mother once again used the child as a reason, she was trying to marry the woman off to a 50-year-old man. This led to a fight between the mother and daughter. The woman took the soy sauce bottle the little girl handed her. She splashed the black liquid onto the malicious mother's face. The mother angrily cursed at her. At this point, the little girl saw the woman was unarmed. She went to the kitchen and grabbed a kitchen knife. The woman quickly told the little girl to put it away. Seeing her daughter had no weapon in her hand, she began to teach the woman a lesson. Unexpectedly, the woman took off her size 40 stinky shoes at that moment. She pressed them directly onto her mother's mouth. This scared the wicked old woman, who immediately started running away. The woman threw the shoes with great force, aiming for the mother's head. However, the shoes flew in a perfect arc, but by mistake, they landed in Mafia Boss's hot pot. The woman immediately realized she had angered the wrong person. The little brother noticed Mafia Boss was very angry. He quickly grabbed the shoes and went to find the woman to settle the score. As they walked over with an intimidating aura, the 3 of them were instantly too scared to speak. The woman pretended to be unaware. She claimed it was the mother and brother who started the trouble. They countered, saying it was because the woman didn't listen to her mother, and that's why this happened. They said the result was her fault. They even told the gang members to go after the woman. The little girl hurriedly stepped forward to explain to her uncle. She said the mother and son had bullied her sister first. Her sister had only thrown the shoes into the hot pot in retaliation. If the old lady hadn't ducked, nothing would have happened. This explanation only angered the old lady more. Seeing her daughter being bullied, Mafia Boss immediately stood up to protect his daughter. He threatened that if anyone touched his daughter again, he would break the old woman's hands. But the old woman